In 1799, Napoleon Bonaparte seized power in France by plotting a coup within another coup. And he did it all without shedding a drop of blood. 1 year before the coup, France was at war with Great Britain, and Russia, Austria, the Ottoman Empire, and some German and Italian states. But Napoleon was focused on Great Britain and wanted to cut off the country's routes to its profitable trading outposts in India. Even though much of his fleet was captured or destroyed by the British at the Battle of the Nile, Napoleon still managed to capture and hold Egypt to cut off British trade routes, and even attack targets deeper into the Ottoman Empire. But back home, the French weren't faring as well, suffering a series of defeats against their European enemies across the first half of 1799. The French people became fed up with their current system of government, known as the Directory, the fourth different system of government since the beginning of the French Revolution 10 years earlier. The Directory system included two legislative bodies, the Council of 500, a chamber of elected men that proposed laws, and the Council of Ancients, 250 elected men over 40 years old that approved laws. The two bodies also worked together to choose the directors themselves, 5 executives of equal power responsible for enforcing laws. But by 1799, the Directory had brought France into war and near economic ruin. The people largely looked to the country's military for leadership. This is where Napoleon saw his chance. The next day, the Council of Ancients were receptive to Napoleon's argument that the government needed to be reorganized, but the Council of 500 needed more convincing. So Napoleon marched into their chamber with grenadiers by his side. The legislators erupted in anger, some charging at Napoleon with daggers. Amidst the chaos, Lucien Bonaparte used the attacks on his brother as an excuse to dissolve the Council of 500. Napoleon's troops dispersed the rest of the council. The Council of Ancients then dissolved the constitution, replacing the Directory with 3 consuls, CIS, Roger Ducos, and Napoleon. CIS's coup was complete, but Napoleon was not interested in sharing power. The new government quickly drew up the constitution of the year 8, and Napoleon made sure he was its chief editor. With the new constitution, Napoleon wrested control away from CIS, using his supreme popularity to declare himself first consul, with CIS and Ducos secondary in power. Napoleon had succeeded in his coup within a coup, setting himself up to ultimately become dictator, and all without a single life lost.